Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
And welcome in, everyone. I'm Mark Mize alongside Trent Maxwell today as we bring you the All-Star Classic here at Exchange Park. As it's another great day for baseball. The American League leads the series 3-0. And thanks again to our title sponsor, Haney Realty and Property Management, for helping make all of this happen. But Trent, this will be your first night getting a chance to see all the guys. But of course, you're very familiar with baseball in the county, especially being the Bridgeforth middle school head coach. And so some of the bright stars we're going to see on the field here today are potentially going to be the bright Bobcat and Raider stars of tomorrow.
Yeah, a lot of these names we're seeing tonight, either I've seen within the last year coaching at Bridgeforth, coaching against these kids at Richland. Richland had a very young starting lineup this year, so I saw a bunch of these kids play when we had our doubleheader at Richland, and then I see a bunch of these names coming in that are guys who have already gone ahead and made my team for next year, so really excited to get to see them play and excel here at the Little League level before moving forward towards our middle school upcoming practices and stuff like that we'll do throughout the summer.
And it's been an incredibly fun week of baseball. You know, we all started out with the skills competition, which ended up Kaysen Stout won the kind of the premier skills competition, which is the home run derby there. He's another one of the bright stars that we'll hear more about for the National League here tonight. And then we got game one on Monday night. But the interesting thing is there have been 3 total games. Once again, American League has won all 3, but they've been decided by a total of 9 runs. So it's been very competitive baseball. And honestly, yeah, I know I don't really have a rooting interest. I would love to see the National League take a couple tonight just because it'd be fun to be back here tomorrow night.
Oh, 100%.
But it's just great to see the kids get to play some high-quality baseball. And really one of the things that I know you are familiar with, but I think me and some of the more casual fans haven't been, is just how developed these kids are at such a young age in terms of their skill sets. I mean, some of these pitchers, I was kind of thinking coming in, I was like, you know, everybody's going to have a fastball. Maybe a couple kids have a changeup, but some of these kids have had some really advanced pitching repertoires considering their age.
Yeah, and with pitching mechanics and stuff like that coming into play more and more each day, especially with the new form style curveball that people can throw, it's more of like holding a cutter. It doesn't have as much wear and tear on the arm, so you don't have as many people having arm injuries at this younger age. And it's pretty much a simple, easy pitch to throw. You hold it just like a 2-seam fastball and then throw it like you're throwing a spiral of a football. It's pretty easy to teach. Kids can throw it, and it doesn't really hurt their arm at this level, which is a great pitch for them to learn, be able to roll through. That's one of the pitches that I teach is it's technically a cutter, but it kind of moves like a curveball at this age level.
And I'll tell you, that's one of the things you hit the nail on the head there in the sense that you know, it's really one of the biggest things about this week in terms of impressive was the fact that, you know, they're going by standard pitch count rules. And as a result, no one can throw over 85. You know, guys are having to take 2, 3, 4 days rest depending on how many pitches they threw. And so it's forced them to go pretty deep into their staffs. And yet they were still having really quality pitchers. Do you kind of feel like guys are, you know, it used to be if at this age group, if you had 1 or 2 really elite pitchers, probably you were doing pretty well. But it seems like there's more pitching depth than there has been in years past in terms of some of these youngsters.
Yeah, they just know that throughout, you know, it's a long season playing 2 to 3 games a week. So they're going to have to dive in to more availability of having pitchers. Like you said, it's not just guys who can come out and play the field now. Everybody has to somewhat know how to pitch because at any given night, you can be thrown up there on the mound and be expected to go 85. So these kids nowadays don't have that option of, okay, I'm not going to pitch this season. I'm just going to play the field, and that's how it's going to be. No, at any time, they can be pulled up there to go on the mound. And like you said, it just seems like it's coming more natural to these kids these days because they go up there, they throw strikes, they don't walk the batters too often, and that just makes life a whole lot easier for everybody.
Absolutely. And so once again, thanks to Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate, who has made this video streaming of tonight's game and every game of the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic available. Come on out and watch these Giles County players live. But if you can't, thank Daniel Haney and his team at Haney Realty and Property Management for this live video streaming. So we're going to go ahead and take another timeout, and we'll be back with our Tennessee Crossroads Realty starting lineups for both clubs.
For over
and then
50 years,
opening pitch here. So back in 2 minutes here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
And we're back here as part of our Giles County Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live. Title sponsor, once again, is Haney Realty and Property Management. But now it's time for our Tennessee Crossroads Realty starting lineups. And so Tennessee Crossroads Realty has a great lineup of local realtors you can count on to hit a home run for you. Whether you are buying or selling property, Karen Sorrow, Ronald Story, Kyle Wallace, Brad Phillips, Shelley Goolsby, and Avian Bost make up all the all-stars of Tennessee Crossroads Realty. Visit them at 314 South 1st Street behind the post office at tnhomes4u.com or call 363-3366. So if you don't mind, Trent, I'll go ahead and let you get the National League starting lineup first.
Yep, stars for the National League are leading off the second baseman, number 99, Gilberto Garcia. Batting second is number 28, the shortstop, Destin Davis. Batting third, the third baseman, Manuel Estrada. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Ty Edwards. Batting fifth, the catcher, number 9, Kaysen Stout. Batting sixth, number 21, Ryan Boston. He is playing right center. Batting seventh, we have number 5, Rhett Dooley, who is playing left center. Batting eighth, we have the first baseman, Maddox Wells. And playing right field, batting 9, is Dawson Oakley. And then a thing that's different than things I'm used to, we have a 10-hole playing in left field. That is Nate Edwards.
Yeah, and so, of course, they have the left center and right center.
Yeah.
So we're playing 10 in the field here. And so for the American League here, let me make sure I get my first names right here, too. So it'll be batting first and playing second base is Mason Blaylock. In the 2-hole, it'll be Braden Underwood, one of the center fielders. At pitcher, Hunter Starling bats third. In the cleanup spot, your catcher, Hagan Haney. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Dawson Lee. Batting sixth, your shortstop, Braxton Richardson. Batting seventh, your third baseman, Judah Reisner. In the 8-hole, your right fielder, Sam Jackson. Batting ninth, your left center, Everett Chapman. And batting 10th is one of your other outfielders, I was thinking that's going to be left field, is Brantley Swanner there. And so you also have Harold Ryder as well. And Ryder, actually has been one of the heaviest hitters in the lineup thus far for both teams. That's actually an interesting note of this year compared to last. Last year was really defined by the home run hitting, the power that these teams had. This has been a little bit more of a pitcher's duel this year, in which we've seen some great pitching performances. 2 of those strong pitching performances were actually Monday night with these 2 starting pitchers, Ty Edwards, who came in relief, and then Hunter Starling, who picked up the win in relief for the American League, striking out I believe either 3 or 4 batters in 2 innings of work there. And so, we have 2 of the better arms are back in play here tonight, but pitching depth will definitely be key for this one. But last year, I'll tell you, you want to talk about a couple guys who could hit some bombs. Zahari Howell and Braylon or Braden?
Braylon
Yep. Bledsoe. And last year, they just put on a show. They all series long, from the home run derby to the actual games, they were just putting them out early and often, and really just 2 of the best young hitters I think I'd ever seen at this level.
Yeah, and those 2 guys went ahead and made their mark last year with the Bobcats for me at Bridgeforth. We made a run all the way to the 3rd round of sectionals. We had 2 games left before we would have made it to the state tournament, and those 2 were 2 of my key guys. Braylon actually was my leadoff hitter this season and hit right at about 365, and Zahari led the team in RBIs with 24. He didn't put any out of the park at the big field yet, but he did hit the fence twice, so I'm sure going into his 8th grade season, we'll see a couple bombs from him next year.
Absolutely. And so once again, want to thank all of our sponsors. So our in-game sponsor list includes our title sponsor, Haney Realty and Property Management. Our pitching changes will be brought to you by PES Energize. Base hits by Winterburn and Associates. Your starting lineups, of course, which you just heard, was by Tennessee Crossroads Realty. Defensive Player of the Game brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas. McDonald's, which chose to sponsor 3 different categories, strikeouts, home runs, and Player of the Game. First Realty Group will bring you inning breaks. Bank of Frank Ewing, the skills fielding drill sponsor, which of course was for Monday night. And of course, STRHS Pulaski brought you that skills home run derby competition, which once again we mentioned that Kason Stout ended up winning in a hit-off against a couple of the other guys there. One of them, actually, it's funny, the 2 guys are our pitchers tonight. He won it over Starling and Edwards. So it looks like we are just about ready to get started. So thanks again to all of our sponsors for making this classic possible. And we will go ahead and see Hunter Starling toe the rubber for the American League. And here is your first pitch of the game. And that one's going to be in there for a ball against Gilberto Garcia. And we are underway here in the Classic.
A good-looking first pitch. Just missed the outside corner by just a couple inches.
Starling, a left-hander, fires home. This one in there for a strike. Now we count 1-1. And I'll tell you, here tonight, can you go 5 or 6 innings with your starters? 1-1 pitch.
Can you get out of there?
It's going to be a grounder to second base, fielded cleanly, fired first. Yeah.
Yeah, great play there by the second baseman. One thing that you preach is staying down and then staying through the ball when you go ahead and make that throw. He made it look easy there to start the game off.
So after that first out, that will bring up Denton Davis, who was the starting pitcher of game number 1 for the National League. Had a really good outing. Unfortunately for him, was forced to throw a lot of pitches, and as a result, he will not be available to pitch again until tomorrow night. So National League needs to win 2 in order to see Davis, one of their aces, again here. 1-1 count now to Davis from Starling.
Yeah, Starling looks like he's got pretty good control of that fastball to start off the game.
This one high, 2-1, 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Remember, this is game 4 and potentially tonight, game 5 of this Little League All-Star Classic. This one popped way up. That'll get out of play, though, 2-2. And so if American League wins game 1, we will not have a second game here tonight. But, of course, if the National League can get back in it, then we'll see a game 2 tonight and theoretically could see games tomorrow if they can win both games of the doubleheader. 2-2 pitch. That one's going to get away from the catcher. It'll be a ball, full count.
Yeah, this is a time where I know all coaches, especially myself, say don't leave that box. You're not leaving that box without being in a full sprint somewhere, either sprinting to first base on a walk or trying to run out a ball.
And that's going to be a swing and a miss, blows it by him for the first strikeout of the game. 2 outs here in the top of the first.
Yeah, good-looking fastball there with a little bit of outside run coming in from that left hand.
And initially, let me check that lineup.
Yeah, this lineup's a little bit different.
Yeah, because that initially looks like Ty Edwards, but I thought it was supposed to be Estrada.
Yeah, I've got Estrada here also.
Yeah, I believe Estrada is what we had down. And so it looks like they're going to talk this over real quick as National League coach heads over to talk things over with the American League coaching staff too.
Maybe Estrada's not here yet or something. Don't know exactly why. we would go ahead and bump through that.
I'll tell you, I would like to see them go ahead and, even if that is the case, not calling out here. Because, in
Yeah.
middle school and high school, of course,
That's-
they
yep.
would call it out if you have the lineup wrong. But as is, this is really just for fun anyway. So,
Yep. Looks like from what I'm hearing is Manuel is not here, so we're just going to bump him down.
okay, perfectly fine.
Okay.
So 3-hole hitter is now Ty Edwards.
Yep. No problem there. That's an easy fix for us.
All right, so Edwards, who is your opposing pitcher today, swings and misses on strike one from Starling. So pitcher versus pitcher matchup, and also two of the better hitters for these two squads.
Yeah, two guys got a lot of pop in the bat, so it'll be a little bit of bragging rights duel between these two guys all night long, I believe.
1-1 count. Also wanted to mention, I had forgotten to say that last strikeout, the first of the game, was brought to you by McDonald's. That one low and away, 2-1 count.
Just misses down and low again there. 3-1 count, hitters count here, so I don't think Edwards will be looking to hold up here if the ball comes across the plate, though.
Absolutely. 3-1 pitch. Oh, and probably should have let that one go by a touch high, and he'll foul that one off, full count.
Yeah, a little excited there on the pitch up at the eyes there. One of the hardest balls to lay off of.
So now full count, 2 outs, no one on base. And they're going to call it a strikeout looking. And so second K of the inning for Hunter Starling. And that strikeout brought to you by McDonald's. So we'll head to the bottom of the first inning where the American League will get a chance to bat. We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, we can help. We offer everything from consumer loans to home equity line of credit, so you can choose the option that best meets your needs. Sit down and talk with one of our loan officers today. Give us a call at 931-424-3008 or stop by and see us. The Bank of Franklin is ready to serve you. We are a member, FDIC, and equal housing lender.
And we're back here for the bottom of the first inning here on Pulaski Citizen Live. It's the Little League All-Star Classic, the Kid Pitch edition, because of course, there's an All-Star Classic happening over to our left as well, which is the pitching machine edition of it. We'll try to get you some updates there tonight. American League leads this series 3-0. American League leads that series 2-0. And so both teams with a chance to bring home championships here tonight. But of course, the National League on both sides trying to win a couple games and keep this one alive for tomorrow night as well. And so Trent, pretty strong pitching outing from Hunter Starling there in the top of the first.
Yeah, going ahead and getting 2 Ks there, one looking, hitting that backside corner. Being able to strike out, one of his buddies too. I know that's a big one there. A lot of bragging rights going on via that, but my goodness, he was filling up the zone there in that first inning. Hopefully be able to see a little bit of a pitching duel to start off. You said it's been a pitching duel all week, so excited to be able to see that.
Yeah, I will say one thing that was also kind of a note this series is, I know in game one, there were 14 total runs. How much of a pitcher's duel could have been?
Mm-hmm.
About half those runs came unearned.
Yeah.
And so the defense has really improved over the course of the week, but that'll need to continue to improve here tonight. As, in game one, that was just kind of a comedy of errors defensively, despite some really, really good work on the mound.
Yeah, and, that's something that it eats at a pitcher whenever your guys aren't making plays and you sometimes start to overthrow, but hopefully tonight, if we can just stay, guys be able to stay down, make a couple plays, make the pitcher's life a little bit easier for them where they're not having to think, okay, if I don't strike this kid out, it doesn't end. But I think it's going to look pretty good so far. First pitch there coming in to Mason Blaylock, who is your leadoff batter for the American League, is a ball that is outside.
Here's the pitch from Edwards. Looks like they're calling an even count there.
Yep.
1-1. Left-hand hitter versus a right-hand pitcher. Blaylock stands in. That one low, 2 balls, 1 strike. A really pretty efficient inning for Starling, too. 15 pitches. At that rate, he could probably go ahead and go the full 6 innings.
Yep.
This one, kind of a little bit of a blooper. Oh, they're going to say that was just foul, but I'll tell you, that must have been by a hair, Trent.
Yeah, that was almost just a perfect little line painting there. We would have been able to see the chalk with this freshly painted lines that they've got down, so he just missed it just by a hair there, but a good little swing there.
So even count here at 2-2, still scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. Here's the pitch from Edwards. That one is low, so we'll have yet another full count. Seems like we've had quite a few of those tonight, Trent.
Yep, third one so far this night. Batters are looking to hit their pitches, not to go too early, and that will draw a walk there with the pitch being just a tad outside.
So that is your first base runner of the ball game. As American League gets a runner on first base, no outs here in the bottom of the first inning. That will bring up Braden Underwood. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1.
Yeah, that was a good comeback pitch after giving up the walk right there.
Edwards looks in, fires. This one grounded to third. Oh, great scoop. They're going to try for the potential double play. They do get the fielder's choice. It's thrown wildly, so Underwood's going to head on to second, but the fielder's choice gets the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good swing there. Third baseman makes a play almost in front of the shortstop and runs to make the throw to second. Second baseman's throw just a little errant. That will give a runner moving up to second base, which is Underwood now at second with the fielder's choice.
I'll tell you, though, a 6.43 at this level is pretty hard to turn.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, these 60-foot bases, you almost have to make it perfect.
So that will bring up Starling now with a runner in scoring position, 1 out. First pitch is a ball.
And that ball just a tad bit off the corner.
This one high, 2-0.
Ball to the right side of the field would be optimal right here. Ball gets away from the catcher. That will make Underwood move up to third. We're having a 3-0 count right here for Starling. Wonder if the coaches will give him that big take sign.
I would venture they probably will, but Starling's got some power. And so you talk about a guy who can potentially put it in the parking lot. Oh, he fakes the bunt and then pulls it back. They are going to go ahead and say that one is in there for a strike. 3-1.
Yeah, I like that idea too, though. Make them think you're going to drop the bunt, throw it a little errant. Oh,
the line drive, and that's going to be a Winterburn and Associates Insurance hit. And also an RBI for Hunter Starling. That brings home Underwood. 1-0 American League leads. And they've actually taken the initial lead, if I'm not mistaken, in all 4 games thus far in this series.
What a nice little ball there, staying down through the baseball, hitting it right back up the middle. Nice little line drive to go ahead and score a run.
That will bring up your cleanup hitter, Hagen Haney. Haney started game 1 on the mound for the American League and has played the catcher role for his squad as they're up 3-0 in the series. 1-0 count. Here's the pitch from Edwards. Swing and a miss. 1-1. That one, though, gets away, and that's going to send Starling up to second.
And now if he can follow the leader, do what Starling did here, hit the ball right back up the middle, we might get a chance for a second run right here.
1 ball, 1 strike. This one, fly ball, center field, might be over his head. Indeed it is. That'll hit the bottom of the fence. As Starling initially held up, but he's going to go ahead and try to come home. There's no throw at home, and that's another Winterburn and Associates Insurance base hit and another RBI base hit, this time for Hagen Haney.
Yeah, that ball had almost the juice to get up and out of the park, burning the outfielder, and outfield makes a good play to keep the runner back at first. They were never going to be able to get Starling out with his speed moving around those base paths.
So Lee, another power hitter for this team. I'll tell you, he may have been the best starting pitcher of this series thus far as he puts that one the opposite way, but it will drift foul as he had a big outing the other night. I think he may have gone 4 1/3 innings, which in this series has actually been a lot, considering a lot of guys have been getting near 85 pitches sooner than that. This one he watches go by. 1-1 count. That's now 18 pitches for Edwards. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and a 2-0 advantage for the American League. Haney is going to head down to second on the pass ball.
Pass ball right there counts now 2-1. It's a big hitters count right here for Lee.
So this is the 3rd straight runner in scoring position for the American League. The first 2 times they've capitalized on RBI base hits from Starling and Haney. Can Lee do the same here with a 3-1 count? It's a line
Ooh.
drive, just foul.
Yeah, just a hair foul again. These lines, these baselines are getting painted a little bit by these hitters. They can get them just a couple feet back the right way. Oh, they're running for days with those.
So now another full count, 1 out. Runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch from Edwards, and that's a swing and a miss for strike number 3. That strikeout brought to you by McDonald's. 2 down here in the bottom of the first.
And that leads to Braxton Richardson taking the plate. Runner still here in scoring position at second base.
First pitch in there for a strike. You know, I'm kind of curious how many arms the National League have left, as I think they have at least 3 of their pitchers are unavailable tonight due to pitch count rules. Ooh, that one called strike, 0-2.
He ran back and threw that one, didn't
he? Yeah.
Nice little speed on that ball.
24 pitches now for Edwards. Here's the 25th. Oh, I think that might have caught the batter there. Indeed, it did. And so Haney was about to head down to third, but on a hit batter, it'll be runners on first and second, as Edwards will get a free bag via the hit by pitch.
It almost was unlucky for Edwards with the Richardson, excuse me. Almost unlucky for Richardson there with that ball still, that bat still behind him. It luckily caught his back and then bat. For a second, I thought it just caught bat, and I was like, oh, that is a rough foul ball there.
So that will now bring up Judah Reisner. Reisner, another really strong starting pitching performance in this series. One count. So back-to-back RBI base hits from Starling and Haney are how we've gotten to this point. Here's the 1-1 pitch from Edwards. This one fouled back, 1-2.
Yeah, we sparked this game alive real quickly here with the bats going for the American League. Reisner got 2 on out there for him.
Here's the pitch. And that will be a swing and a miss. That'll be your second McDonald's strikeout of the inning. And that will do it for the bottom of the first inning. This will be a First Realty Group inning break as American League leads 2-0 as we head to the top of the second. We'll be back after a 1-minute break here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're where the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
Making connections between buyers and sellers is what the real estate professionals at First Realty Group love the most. Whether it's a home, a farm, commercial property, or land, First Realty Group has the experience and know-how to market your property and help find that dream home you've been looking for. Find out why First Realty Group is first. Visit their office on the east side of the Pulaski Square, call 363-2644, and visit their website at frg1.com.
Thanks again to First Realty Group and all of our fantastic sponsors here on Pulaski Citizen Live. Once again, we are bringing to you the Little League All-Star Classic Game 4 here at Exchange Park. American League leads the series 3-0, and they lead today's game 2-0. As we head to the top of the second inning, Starling will be back on the mound for the American League after throwing a scoreless first, only 15 pitches and 2 strikeouts, Trent.
Yeah, pitching is going to be the tail of the tape today, seeing how long these starting pitchers can get going. In the first inning, Starling only threw 15 pitches while, who do we have pitching for the other one? Sorry.
Edwards?
Edwards, yep, sorry, flipped to the wrong side. Edwards ended up throwing 29. And like you said, the pitching for National League might not have that many guys to keep going with the efficiency that the early guys had. But the American League has quite a few pitches left to use with Starling and a couple more guys that can get into the game.
So Starling, the left-hand pitcher, fires the first one now to Kason Stout, our home run derby champion in this series. Blows the first one by him, 0-1 count. Starling working quickly. Here's another pitch. This one called for a ball, 1-1.
Yeah, just outside with that pitch. Yeah, he's speeding it up. That is for sure.
One thing that I found kind of interesting as that one goes by for a ball is that some of the guys have, sometimes they almost kind of slow down their windup, just to kind of keep guys off guard. You'll see them do that a little bit in this series. And honestly, at this age, like I said, some of the mind games they're already playing, these guys are, they've only been pitching in some case a couple years at this level. I mean, of course, they've been practicing probably far beyond that, but they already have some really good stuff. As that one, we'll see what they end up calling here. As
I'm going to call strike 3 on that.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Because he was going around on it, I was wondering if it was going to hit him because of the swing. But, of course, if you get hit because you swung around on it, that still is via a strikeout. So that will be a McDonald strikeout there, third of the game for Starling.
Yeah, wild call there. It's technically how it goes down wildly in the book is called a dead ball strike 3. Didn't know that that's what it was. I thought it was a foul ball for the longest time, but no, that is a dead ball strike 3.
So that will bring up Ryan Benton now for the National League. 0-2 count is Starling working quickly and getting a lot of first pitch strikes.
Yeah, he's coming out there quickly.
3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's another McDonald strikeout for the American League.
4th strikeout so far tonight for Starling. He is on top of his game here for the American League.
As now due up, that's going to be Rhett Dooley. Dooley has really, in terms of, just pound-for-pound baseball talent, has been one of the guys I've been most impressed with this series, as it is now a 1-1 count from Starling.
Yeah, Dooley, he's got the heart and skills. He's the guy who moved over and was playing third base and started up that chance at a double play here on the bottom of the first inning. He's now in a 1-2 count, though. Starling is working very quickly up here on the mound.
1-2. That one just outside, still only his 27th pitch, and we're potentially 1 pitch away from him being out of the inning once again.
Yeah, he's going at it.
Here's that 28th pitch. That one just inside, full count. So 2 outs, full count, no runners on base in a 2-0 ball game for the American League. Here's the 3-2 offering. And they're going to go ahead and say that missed for a walk. So Dooley will head down to first base with the 2-out walk. That will bring up Maddox Wells.
Yeah, first runner on here for the National League now. Maddox Wells playing first base here.
Wells watches that one go by for a ball.
Starling's starting to do what you were saying and switching up his speed in that windup now.
As Wells thinks about going around, but that actually was in there for a strike anyway, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. This time does go around, 1-2. So Starling looking for his 5th strikeout of the day. Ahead 1-2 in the count here. He looks into the catcher, winds up, fires home. And strike 3 looking. So a 3rd straight McDonald strikeout here to end the top of the 2nd. We'll be back after a quick timeout as the American League comes to the plate. You're watching the All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
My name is Hagan Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management, we are your best friends in real estate.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
And we're back here. Excuse me. And
For
we're
over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
And we are back here for the bottom of the second inning as Ty Edwards heads back out to the mound for the National League. The American League leads it 2-0 here in the second inning. Due up first, it's going to be Sam Jackson for the American League. And just got some statistical information there from Daniel Haney. Hunter Starling led the league in strikeouts with 86 in the regular season. I'll tell you, I can see why. He's got 5 already in 2 innings here tonight.
Yeah, he's working it tonight so far. And we're going to start off with Ty Edwards getting a strikeout looking to start the inning off for the National League. That brings up number 27, Everett Chapman for the American League.
And I believe that was his 3rd McDonald's strikeout of the game thus far.
Yep.
So Edwards looking strong as well. Of course, Edwards has had to throw a few more pitches, as with still 2 outs to go in the second inning, he already has 34. 2-0 count now to Chapman. Also that I think was really impressive so far is how many guys have played so many different positions. Because, basically everyone's got a chance to pitch just about. And so you have some guys like a great example is Dawson Lee. He's played catcher, he's pitched, he's played third, second, and first base on the infield. You have a lot of guys who have a lot of utility. I know that you love to see that once they come up to the middle school game.
Yeah, I absolutely love to see that because with it in middle school, you don't have guys that just go ahead and take over the position of, okay, we're just going to be a pitcher here. Okay, I'm just going to play first base. No, depending on who you're going to have on the mound is how your lineup fields out. You'll have the same batting lineup usually, but not the same fielding lineup. So it's good to see it mix up around like that.
Potential double play opportunity here as there's a quick turn to first, but it'll be a 6-4 fielder's choice instead. As they fired to first, it was a clean throw, but doesn't get the out. So the fielder's choice eliminates the lead base runner, but leaves a runner on first after Everett Chapman had reached on a walk. Swanner stands on first base.
Swanner on first. The first pitch goes in for a strike.
This brings up Harold Ryder. Big swing and miss there. I think that Wade very poignantly put it the other night where he said Ryder is boom or bust because he's either going to put one to the wall or he's struggled with strikeouts a bit too, but he's a really strong power hitter for this level. Oh, and he hits a line shot there, but Denton Davis is there for the line out at short. That will do it for the inning as the American League heads to the third, leading 2-0. This will be a First Realty Group inning break as we'll be back in 1 minute here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We are excited to be, thank you.
If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
And we're back here with the Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live. Top of the third inning, Hunter Starling, who already has 5 strikeouts on the day, brought to you by McDonald's, is headed back out for his third inning of work. I'll tell you, I know that you didn't get a chance to see it quite as much because you were busy with a very successful Bridgeforth baseball season, but
yes, sir.
How about all the high school baseball that we saw around here in the mid-state? It was just one of the more fun springs I can remember. Softball as well, here in the area.
Yeah, the Diamond treated the Middle Tennessee area very well so far. I mean, We had 3-4 state championships won around this
Yeah.
area. We had a couple softball, multiple baseball. I mean, my goodness, the talent level right now is just something to be dealt with. And it popped a little fair ball here.
Ooh, unfortunate there
Yeah.
for the National League, as Starling probably didn't have a play if he ran that one out. The two players kind of ran into each other there, as I believe that was Dawson Oakley, who kind of, there's nothing wrong with that play.
Mhm.
Obviously, you're just trying to run down to first base. Starling is trying to make the play on a ball that's hit just very close to the line. But because Oakley pulled up there,
Mhm.
Starling had time to throw him out at first on the 1-3 put out.
Yeah, if Oakley had kept running, even with bumping into Starling there, I believe he would have been able to beat that ball out. Or the rule of things like that is, like, if they're going to make an obstruction call or something where an infielder gets in the way, you have to actually keep going. He kind of just pulled up and kind of just stopped where he was, which hurt him there.
Yeah,
in
of
getting
course,
that call.
The most famous, real quick, Nate Edwards now at the plate for the National League 1-2 count. I'll wait till this next pitch, Stu. That'll be 2-2 inside. Of course, the most famous obstruction play like that is probably the Brunson Arroyo and Alex Rodriguez play that happened in the ALCS. But really, this one, I don't think there should be any call, because one guy was just trying to run through and the other guy was just trying to make the defensive play. No one was trying to obstruct. It's just part of both guys had a right to be there. And really just unfortunate in the fact that they're in the same place.
Yeah, it wasn't like he was slapping the ball or just trying to cut him off to make a play. It's just the ball was in that area, as Edwards is going to get on because of a walk.
That will be the second walk issued today for Starling. And, yep, it looks like he was able to make it in time. That'll be Manuel Estrada, who is now – he was originally your 3-hole hitter, but now he will be in the 10th spot in the lineup. And so this will be his first at-bat of the day. And then we'll turn it back over to the top of the lineup with Garcia. 0-2 count as Starling quickly works ahead.
And Starling's getting himself in an area where he's maybe can make a long run here in this game.
This one a bit high, 1-2. Yeah, at this point, has thrown just too few many pitches to be on pace to be able to go all 6 innings. But if they can even get him to go 4.5, 5, I really feel like that's something they're going to be more than happy to take, especially with the fact that pitching may be at a premium today. On that pass ball, you have the runner move down to second. So a runner in scoring position with 1 out. First time of the day that we've seen a guy get down to second for the National League. And that is going to be a strike 3. And that will be a McDonald strikeout, the 6th of the day for Starling.
And that gives forth to Garcia coming up, your leadoff hitter, coming in with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs here for the National League.
Grounded out to second his first time up, and it was a really nice play defensively at second base. That very easily could have been a base hit.
Yeah, Garcia puts the ball in play very well and moves with good speed. Going to have to make a quick play to be able to throw him out anytime he puts the ball in play.
Big swing there. 0-2 is your count. 2 outs. So Starling nods, fires home, and a swing and a miss. And so yet another McDonald strikeout for Hunter Starling. And that will take us to the bottom of the 3rd inning. You're watching the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 3rd inning, as Ty Edwards will head back out to the mound, as once again, we've talked about pitching has really been the key in this series, and it's been great for both teams thus far, once again here tonight.
Yeah, pitching is just showing it's the dominant force here in Little League, and that's even going into middle school, pitching is what makes or breaks you. If you have guys that can get up there and throw strikes, you can play with most teams. And that's leading off the third inning is going to be the leadoff hitter for the American League in Mason Blaylock.
Blaylock last time up drew a walk, but then was out on a fielder's choice. Underwood and Starling, the next two batters in the lineup, came around to score the first 2 runs of the game as the American League leads 2-0. And what a play once again, as great job there by Gilberto Garcia to catch the line out for out number 1.
Yeah, that was a great little play there by him, staying back on it, catching it right up there under the chin, just like everybody teaches you.
And it's one of those things where a lot of people would be like, yeah, he should make that play. But you forget that these guys are 10, 11, 12 years old, and those are tough ranging plays for guys who are, once again, really, they've probably been playing for 6 years at this point, but 6, in some cases, probably 8 years at this point. But at the same time, those are tough plays that become routine by the time you get to high school. But that all starts here at this level.
Yeah, and it's routine, but it's not routine. You're moving away from where you're standing, having to catch the ball on the move. A lot of little moving parts there that lead into it.
So Underwood at the plate, 1-1 count. Have a time as looks like something
shutting the fence out there. It looks like the foul ball has led to the umpires noticing that fence was wide open over there in the corner because the foul ball went ahead and trickled on out the fence. And, if that was a fair ball that trickled out the fence, that would have been a very tough play, very, very tough spot to be in.
Yeah. So 1-1 count. This one grounded. Third baseman will step up to it. Fire to first. Ooh, bang, bang play. But running out the infield single is Underwood. Nice little play there by Rhett Dooley, though.
Yeah, Dooley makes a great play. Couldn't do anything different right there with the speed of Underwood. He was just going to make sure he got there.
And I think Dooley, what he did best there was he charged that ball. Really, he did everything right. But at this level, sometimes a guy is able to run out an infield single that maybe you don't see at the high school game. Of course, that was an infield single, which means that's another Winterburn and Associates base hit here in the All-Star Classic. That'll bring up Hunter Starling, who's probably been the star thus far today. When you think about what he's done on the mound, we'll see if he can add to it at the plate. Already has an RBI base hit and a run scored. An early candidate for your McDonald's player of the game.
Yeah, drawing a 3-0 count right here. I wonder if he's going to do what they did last time and square the bunt and then back off of it.
Yeah, you can tell he was probably never going around on that one. That's going to be a strike. And, obviously you've played a baseball at a much higher level than me and Wade ever had a chance to.
Yes, sir.
And so really to that point, I assume that it's because you're trying to get in a pitcher's head. Yeah. But is that why you show bunt even when you know there's no chance you're laying it down on 3-0?
Yeah, it's just a mind game because one thing that you're taught when you grow older in pitching style is if a pitcher, and that's going to be a strike 3 there from Stout on Starling, if a pitcher whenever a batter turns to go ahead and show you bunt, as a pitcher, you're kind of taught to throw the ball a little bit inside, a little bit at them to make the bunt go back, kind of back towards you. It makes them bunt the ball back towards you to get a chance for a double play. Foul ball here. Ball's still in the park, though.
Yeah, Stout will chase it down, but I don't believe he was able to get to it in time. That last Edwards strikeout, by the way, brought to you by McDonald's. 2 down here, runner on first.
Yeah, but baseball, like we said, is a big mind game. It's all about who can outsmart. Like how we've seen Starling do the quick step in the throw and stuff like that. If you're a batter, that is your chance to take it away from them. You go ahead and get him square, and then you can pull back and swing if you have a fast enough swing. Big mind game there so far.
This one's going to be grounded back to the pitcher. Easy play. Edwards fires first for the out. And so that will do it for the bottom of the third inning. American League still leads it 2-0. This will be a First Realty Group inning break. We'll be back in 1 minute here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
Thanks again to First Realty Group for that inning break as we're headed to the top of the fourth inning. Starling back out on the mound as his team leads 2-0 here, American League versus National League in the Little League All-Star Classic. And remember, once again, that Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate, has made the video streaming of tonight's game and every game of the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic available. Come on out and watch these Giles County players live, but if you can't, thank Daniel Haney and his team at Haney Realty and Property Management for this live video streaming.
And Starling right here with 49, he might be able to get another 2 innings of work if he comes out here and gets business done quick in this inning.
Yeah, and at that point, you might wonder if you see maybe a guy like Everett Chapman come in as kind of a closer role there, because it's only a 2-0 lead. Edwards has really pitched well as well. You know, he's kind of getting left behind here for the moment just because it's a 2-0 ball game and Starling's been so dominant. But I think any other day you'd be praising Edwards for being having such a quality start on the mound.
Oh, yeah, you got to praise both guys. It's not just the one. They're both out here throwing a deal. Looks like Starling. And you see he stopped mid of his windup there when he was going to pitch because he had forgot to get the sign. I love seeing that right there. Being able to have the balance to do that is a little bit crazy.
1-1 count here. As at the plate, that is going to be, I believe that's Denton Davis. I'll have to make sure.
Yes, sir. That's
yeah,
Denton
it is.
Davis,
Okay.
yeah.
Davis hits one high, not very deep. Looks like that might settle to the shortstop. Indeed, it does. I believe that's Richardson. Settles out under that one for a pop out. Out number 1.
Yep, quick work there. 3 pitches.
That will bring up Ty Edwards, your starting pitcher today for the National League. 1 down. National League in need of base runners here.
Yeah, see if Edwards can help himself out a little bit here.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the only 2 players to reach base thus far with the National League have been both via walks.
Yep.
That was Rhett Dooley and Nate Edwards thus far. 2-0 count. Starling looks in. Fires home. 3-0. So really that's the only thing you can probably say of Starling today is he's had a couple guys where he got behind the count and struggled to catch back up.
Yeah, that's his one thing that has hurt him just a little bit, but it hasn't really hurt him too far. And I thought you were going to say it, but we don't say it.
I don't say it.
We
yeah.
don't say.
Well, I used to play.
Yep.
I mean, not play, but I used to work for MTSU, and so I know the etiquette.
I've seen a few of.
You get in a lot of trouble in the MTSU
Yes.
press box if you made that mistake.
Yes, and I've seen a few of while working with Wade. Some of Wade's student helpers have brought it up, and I've seen the look Wade will give on his face to him.
3-2 count. This one popped. Ooh, Lee gives chase, but this one is foul. Yeah, I always try to make a point of, without saying it, obviously, based on saying, hey, people reaching on walks, but full count here. 1 out, 3-2 pitch. This one popped foul. What a battle here between 2 pitchers as Edwards at the plate stays alive versus Starling. 3-2 count, but good job by Starling here. He got down 3-0 and since then has thrown nothing but strikes.
Yeah, he has battled back heavily. These foul balls here.
And that's going to be a swing and a miss. A McDonald's strikeout for Hunter Starling. 2 down now here in the top of the 4th.
That wins a 9-pitch at bat right there, so I know he's excited to get out of that one.
That is the 8th strikeout, I believe, of the day now for Starling. Just crazy stuff. Stout tried to check his swing there, but I think he went. Indeed, he did. That is strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses 1-1. It's one of those ones where in game 1, we're seeing a pitcher's duel, but if we get to game 2 tonight, I bet you it's going to be all offense as you start getting deeper and deeper into these pitching rotations.
Yeah, the guys who haven't pitched just as much as these top pitchers here. It might be a little bit more balls coming in play.
2-1. Misses 3-1. And that is one thing that is almost a little unfortunate about the fact that we didn't get any rain delays this week, in the sense that the guys who pitched a lot of pitches game 1 and game 2, obviously they're burned for the week because you're only playing Monday through Friday. And a lot of those guys, if you played Saturday, will be able to come back around. But as is, unfortunately for them, since we appear to have had great weather, which of course is a blessing in one sense, but in another, you're not getting to see some of those really quality pitchers the second time around, as there is a walk forced out.
Yeah, it's a blessing and a curse. You're not getting a little days of rest. I know these guys at this age, they can play and be just fine. But whenever you start getting older, you need a couple days of rest in between games. If we were asked to go out here, Mark, we'd need about 3 weeks after one game, I believe.
I'm getting tired watching.
Yeah, you aren't lying.
0-2 count as Starling moves ahead.
We would need that rest. But the guys out here, they're raring to go every single night.
That one low. 1-2. Only one runner has reached scoring position thus far for National League here all night long. Big swing and miss there, and catcher holds on to it, as that's going to be a strikeout. That is another McDonald strikeout, the 9th of the afternoon for Hunter Starling. And so that'll do it for the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back after a quick timeout. You're watching the Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
My name is Hagan Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friends in real estate.
Making connections between buyers and sellers is what the real estate professionals at First Realty Group love the most. Whether it's a home, a farm, commercial property, or land, First Realty Group has the experience and know-how to market your property and help find that dream home you've been looking for. Find out why First Realty Group is first. Visit their office on the east side of the Pulaski Square, call 363-2644, and visit their website at frg1.com.
And we're back here on the Little League All-Star Classic on Pulaski Citizen Live, brought to you by our title sponsor, Haney Realty and Property Management. Ty Edwards headed back out for another inning on the mound. Thus far, he's given up 2 runs in 3 innings of work. Here in the bottom of the 4th, American League leads 2-0. Remember, they lead the series 3-0, and so if they did win Game 1 here tonight, that would do it for the Classic. They would be the champions. But if the National League can come back, we're going to see Game 2 tonight, and theoretically, maybe even some games tomorrow night as well.
Yeah, the National League is just right there on being able to win a game, with every game only being deciphered by a couple runs here and there. So it is still up for grabs if the National League can get those bats going.
Yeah, and like I said, I really hate that for them. To lose 3 games by combined 9 runs, you got to feel like you're right in it. It's just the little plays late in the game have been the difference. There's been some really clutch hitting for the American League. That's really, to me, has been the difference. American League might have played a little better defense in the series, and when they've needed a timely hit, they found a way to get them.
Yeah, hits and pitching are very big also. You left out the little pitching part, but you said the main 2 parts of, putting hits together. The National League have had 3 runners on, but they haven't been able to do anything with those runners on. The American League, when they get runners on so far tonight, have been able to capitalize on that.
Big swing and a miss there for Dawson Lee. That'll make the count 2-2 from Edwards. And looking at it, I believe there have only been maybe 2-3 hits tonight thus far for the American League as well. This one's going to be a slow roller to Dooley. Dooley fires to first. Bang, bang play, but Dooley gets him as Wells brings that one in for out number 1.
Yeah, what a play there by Dooley, charging the ball and then making the throw on the move still. Nice play there by the third baseman.
Yeah, I think he might be one of the most sure-handed fielders in this ball game. And honestly, may not have the strongest arm, but he's very accurate in all of his throws too. He's not a guy you're going to see throw a lot of wild tosses down to first.
Yeah, and sometimes you'll take the accuracy over power, especially when in the field making plays such as that.
That brings up Richardson. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. 1-1 count here from Edwards. Big swing and a miss there. And Edwards has 4 strikeouts, I believe, on the day thus far. 1-2 count. And I believe he'll have his 5th. That'll be a McDonald's strikeout and out number 2 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, Edwards painted that inside corner right there with that pitch.
Brings up Reisner, who struck out last time up. This one fouled off. A little excuse me swing there.
Yeah. One of the ones that fools you just a little bit and takes an unlucky foul ball there.
As we'll get things set back up. Oh, 2 count. Yeah, with only 3 total hits tonight, players are doing their best, especially the pitching staff, to keep as few Winterburn and Associates base hits as possible.
Yes, they are. These pitchers are on their P's and Q's.
This one, a little bit of a blooper. Right fielder comes in. Ooh, unfortunately, that's going to be an error by the right fielder, and that'll put a runner on first base with 2 outs. I'll tell you, that's the thing you hate to see the most is 2-out walks and 2-out errors.
Yeah, that is a killer right there, but it was a good ball put into play. Right fielder had to make quite a bit of a run just to get there. Just unable to rail it in once he got all the way to the place he needed to be.
So still 2 down for Edwards, and that'll bring up the left-hand hitter, Jackson. Jackson struck out first time up. That one low and away. Once again, this All-Star Classic brought to you exclusively on Pulaski Citizen Live. Thanks again to our title sponsor, Haney Realty and Property Management, and all the fine folks, sponsors, and of course, production and the fans out there for making this series possible. Remember that this is the last time you'll hear us during the summer, but football season is right around that corner, Trent.
Yeah, football is coming up very fast. And I know we've had 2 scrimmages so far this summer, or is it just 1 right now?
That's a question for Wade.
Yeah,
I know he offered to let me go take pictures at 1.
Yeah, I know there's been 1, and I know they did pretty well. A bunch of the young guys stepping up, which is something they're going to need to see with the powerhouse guys that they had running the ball and that they had in the field for them last year going away. So it'll be exciting to see once football season gets here and Jackson goes down on strikes, and that will be the 6th strikeout here for Edwards.
So another McDonald strikeout, and that will bring us to a First Realty Group inning break, as we'll head to the top of the 5th inning, where we'll see Hunter Starling for at least 1 more frame. We'll be back after a quick timeout. You're watching the Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
And we're back here for the top of the 5th inning. Hunter Starling, who's been dominant so far today on the mound for the American League, will head back out once again. I believe he has 9 strikeouts thus far and still has a scoreless ball game going. His team, though, just holding on to a 2-0 lead, as Ty Edwards has been just about as strong as Starling.
Yeah, he just had a little bit of a rough patch in the first inning, but we can't even really say it was a rough patch. He just got hit well the first inning with those early guys in the lineup, and then he's settled in very nicely and got himself up to 6 strikeouts. So we got a nice little pitcher's duel going on so far.
Yeah, through 4 innings, Edwards has given up 3 hits and 2 walks. I mean, you can't complain about that at all. You'll take that almost any day of the week.
Oh, 100%.
So the National League back up to bat in need of some big plays here in the 5th inning, as you can wait till the 6th to catch back up, but it'd be nice to get a run here.
Yeah, it'd be nice to inch away just a little bit into this inning, and that leads Rhett Dooley into the box. First pitch is going to be a ball away.
Dooley reached in his first appearance on a walk. 1-1 count after that one's in there for a strike. As we mentioned, you're only allowed 85 pitches, and then you get to finish that batter. And so Starling doesn't have a lot of pitches to work with here, as that was his 73rd on that swinging strike.
Yeah, only a couple left to play with. I know he's wanting to see a couple of balls put in play real early.
Well, it's hard to tell him here, hey, pitch to contact when you've done such a good job striking guys out. But almost at this point, you want to tell them, hey, pitch to contact, because you may not get to the 6th unless they start putting the ball in play.
Yeah, pitch to contact, get out of there. You don't want to do what Dooley just did there, though, is going almost a full count and then him putting a nice ball into play. Great little swing there from Dooley. Hits it right to the second baseman, though.
I'll tell you, we're going to have to pick a defensive player of the game, brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas. As of this moment, I think Mason Blaylock may be your defensive player of the game. Still 2 innings to play, but he's been really, really sure-handed down there at second.
Yeah, he's had 3 balls hit to him, and we have 3 putouts from him, a little line drive, and then 2 ground balls. He's doing everything he can to help his team out so far.
See, it's tough because there's been such sure defense for both teams, but there really hasn't been any play that just wows you, like just diving full extension or anything. It's just been really good, consistent defensive baseball.
Yeah, and one thing, the coach's mentality in me is like, thank goodness we're not having to make those plays. You know, the routine plays are plays that are expected to make, and a spectacular play, everybody goes wow about, but then, in your heart, you're like, oh, Lord, that almost could have been really bad.
Kind of a bloop foul there just down the first base line, but that will get out of play. No one able to bring that one in. 1-2 count now to Wells. Wells struck out his first time up. 78 pitches. Ooh, and that will be a McDonald's strikeout, the 10th of the day for Hunter Starling. And Starling was asking for the ball back, but then catcher Haney there says, let's throw it around the horn.
Yeah, let's take a little break for a second. Starling likes to work very fast, though. As you see, now that he's got the ball back, he's already ready to go.
I'll tell you, though, 6 pitches and you need 4 outs. Not much wiggle room here as that one's high.
Not at all. And like you said, you're wanting him to pitch to contact, but then again, you don't want that to happen.
This one fouled back, 1-1. I'll bet you that even if he gets to like 83 this inning, they'll go ahead and let him face that last batter next inning because he's been so dominant that, it is awkward to have one guy come up and then immediately switch pitchers.
Yeah.
But at the same time, is there anyone else who you want the ball in their hands with the way that he's pitched so far today?
Oh, not right now. Not with how he's thrown it so far. You don't want to take the ball out of his hands ever.
1-2 count, 82 pitches on the board. So
yeah, I know he's wanting to get this one right here.
So an outside 2-2. So if he does not get an out on this pitch, then this will be his last batter of the day.
Yeah.
2-2 count, 2 outs. That one foul, and so indeed this will be his last batter of the day. He will reach his 85th pitch, so he will finish this batter, but that will do it for Starling today, and we will have to have a pitching change brought to you by PES Energize. Outside, full count.
You want to see him go get him right here.
So how will Starling's day end? 3-2 count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. It ends with a McDonald's strikeout. And so Starling gets out of it, but he is done for the day on the mound. So 5 innings of shutout baseball, 11 strikeouts, and probably the best individual performance we've seen thus far this series. But the League American League still have an inning and a half to go, a 2-0 lead for the American League. We'll be back after a quick timeout. You're watching the Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, we can help. We offer everything from consumer loans to home equity line of credit, so you can choose the option that best meets your needs. Sit down and talk with one of our loan officers today. Give us a call at 931-424-3008 or stop by and see us. The Bank of Frank Ewing is ready to serve you. We are a member, FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're for the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
And we are back here for the bottom of the fifth inning as Edwards heads out for what may be his final inning of work. He's at 71 pitches. His team trails 2-0, but a valiant effort thus far by the National League and especially Ty Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has had a pretty nice day after he settled in after the first inning. He's been dominant there, picking up strikeout after strikeout and just working the ball all night long. And there goes a nice little rip there for Everett Chapman on the first pitch down the line, hits it right back up the middle and gets a single to start this bottom of the fifth inning off.
That single brought to you by Winterburn and Associates Insurance. I'll tell you, too, he's now reached 2 times tonight. First on a walk, this time on a base hit. And good to see the bottom of your lineup getting on base here. That'll bring up Swanner, who reached on fielder's choice.
Wonder if they're going to try to move Chapman up here early to take away that chance of fielder's choice.
Yeah, I mean, I would if I were them. At this point, you have to think about the fact that a 2-run game feels pretty slim. Not that a 3-run game doesn't, but that extra insurance run could be really, really critical here. Big swing and a miss there. A 1-1 count.
Yeah, every little run counts here when it's coming down to crunch time here. You'll always take an extra run when you can.
So runner on first, no outs here at the bottom of the fifth inning. This one hit a mile high. Dooley settles under it. He's going to have to fight for the sun. Ooh, and unfortunately that's going to be an error. Well, actually it's not going to count as an error because they go ahead and get the fielder's choice on the play. Unfortunately for the American League, you really had no choice but to kind of hang back, and then you didn't have time to get there because Dooley made the heads-up play to get the fielder's choice.
Yeah, he knew where to go with it once he did drop it high up in the air. Sun probably became a little bit of an option there, and that leads to Harold Ryder coming up to the plate.
So Ryder lined out last time up. 1-0 count. Edwards now at 76 pitches.
Whoa.
This one batted hard, but that one is going to be actually off the fence in foul territory. It rolls back fair, but that one definitely foul by about 6-8 feet.
Ryder has the nice little Sosa bat movement here before it all comes in.
I'm telling you, he's strong.
Yeah.
He's hit one to the fence already this series. It was a single because he's not especially fast, but he's strong.
Yeah, that bat movement gets the bat twirling nice through his hands.
And that's going to be called strike 3. So another McDonald's strikeout.
And that leads to Blaylock coming up. Blaylock reached on a walk earlier today and then lined out to the second baseman.
This one, a short dribbler to third. Going to be a tough play for Dooley. Dooley fires hard, but what about that speed from Blaylock? Dooley did everything right there, but Blaylock runs out an infield single. That's brought to you by Winterburn and Associates.
Yeah, that was a tough hit ball there for Dooley to make a play on. But like you said, he's been so sure-handed, he still had a chance to make the throw to first there.
This one lined and probably caught. Indeed, it will be caught by Garcia there, as was wondering if he'd throw it to first just to be sure, but he does catch the line out for out number 3. And so still just 2-0 as we potentially head to the last 3 outs of the ball game. This will be a First Realty Group inning break as we'll head to the top of the 6th here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Haney Realty and Property Management, can I help you?
At Haney Realty and Property Management, we strive to help our clients with listing and buying of homes. Whether it's land, homes, or commercial, we are happy to assist you. We are licensed in Tennessee and Alabama. We're excited to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County Youth Baseball this year for the All-Star Tournament. Give us a call at 931-347-9150. You can visit our website at www.haneyrealtypm.com, or you can come by and see us at 109 South 1st Street, right off the square in Pulaski. Haney Realty and Property Management. We are your best friend in real estate.
For over 50 years, PES Energize has been proudly powering our community in Pulaski and Giles County, Tennessee. We're more than just an electric utility. We also offer internet and phone services. Our commitment to our customers and our community is what sets us apart. We're dedicated to providing safe, reliable, and innovative services. At PES Energize, we believe that serving you is a privilege. We're here for all your energy needs. Visit PESenergize.com or call us today.
And we're back here once again. The Giles County Little League All-Star Classic, 2-0. American League leads it, as well as a new pitcher into the ball game. That will be a PES Energize pitching change, and that'll bring in Mason Blaylock. I want to remind everyone once again that this series is brought to you by Haney Realty and Property Management, your best friend in real estate. They made this live video streaming possible tonight and every game of the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic. Come on out and watch these Giles County players live, but if you can't, thank Daniel Haney and his team at Haney Realty and Property Management for this live video streaming.
And that brings up Mason Blaylock coming to the mound here for the American League here to close it out. He's getting a save opportunity here.
Yeah, true save opportunity. And so that will force a little bit of defensive changes there. We have Underwood now is going to take second base. I believe Underwood had previously been in the outfield.
Yeah, Underwood moving from center to second. Blaylock coming in to pitch, and Stripling moving out to center. First pitch from Blaylock is a ball that is going up against Nate Edwards.
Edwards, only the second time he's been out tonight. He reached on a walk the first time. 2-0 count. Well on his way to potentially forcing another walk here. And that's something that, as I say, base runners, that's all you want if you're the National League. You can worry about how hard you hit it later. Right now, just get somebody on base and get that potential tying run in the batter's box.
Yeah, find a way. That's how I do it here is we'll go in and we will sit until we get a strike if we're chasing base runners here at the end of the game down on just a couple runs.
2-2 count now as he fouls that one off over the first base side. So the All-Star Classic hanging in the balance here with a 3-0 lead in the series for the American League. If they can pull 3 outs here before allowing 2 runs, then they would take home the championship here on Thursday night. 3-2 count now, full count.
It's a pretty pitch right there from Blaylock.
Here's the 3-2. That one is inside and maybe a bit high. That will send Edwards down to first base. So exactly what we said the National League needs, base runners.
And that brings up Estrada to the plate.
Estrada struck out first time up. Ooh, nearly hit him there. And like I said, I think National League, obviously you don't want to get hit, but hey, if there's an opportunity where you will take it, it's right now.
Yeah, you got to take a base if there's any way you can get it.
This one fouled back to the screen, 1-1. Edwards, of course, at 81 pitches, so he potentially is going to pitch a complete game if it doesn't get to the bottom of the 6th. If it did, he probably would only get to face maybe the first 2 batters.
Yeah. Yeah, and good showing from both of our starting pitchers tonight.
Absolutely. I think the best of the series, quite frankly. I will say the other night it was pretty good as well on Game 3, I believe it was.
These guys didn't give up too many walks.
I believe that was Edwards versus Lee was the pitching matchup that night, and it was pretty strong as well.
I don't know what that pitch is coming from Blaylock right there. If it's a changeup or if it's something, it has some backwards and tail movement back towards the plate after he releases it.
And then comes back with a fastball for the strikeout. There's out number 1. That's a McDonald strikeout for Mason Blaylock.
And that brings up Gilberto Garcia.
This is the top of the lineup now, so this is probably where you want to be if you're the National League. A runner on first, top of the lineup up, 1 out. This one popped a mile high. That one will get out of play. 0-1 count.
Garcia comes up here like he's ready to hit, doesn't he?
Absolutely. That one inside, 1-1. I'll tell you, usually you give the player of the game to the guy on the winning team, but even if the National League came back and won it this inning, I don't know that I've seen anything. Ooh, there's a line drive off the glove of Richardson. I'll be honest, I'm not going to call that an error.
That's a hit.
So that's a base hit, and that will break up the no-no for the American League as Hunter Starling went 5 no-hit innings. First hit of the game will go to Garcia here in the 6th. And what I was going to say, though, is at this point, I don't think there's almost anything anyone can do without maybe hitting a walk-off grand slam or something that would make me not pick Hunter Starling for the player of the game. At this point, 5 no-hit innings and an RBI base hit and a run scored. Yeah. I don't know if anyone can catch up to that in terms of player of the game possibilities there.
Yeah, there's nothing that really can be done unless somebody here comes up for the National League and does something big to bring the game back to them being able to win. But they now have a runner in scoring position.
Absolutely. And so actually the go-ahead run at the plate, the tying run at first. That was a Winter Associates hit, by the way. First hit of the day for the National League. And this one, and the play is made by Hunter Starling. So that suddenly is a defensive play of the game candidate. But unfortunately, an errant throw allows the runner to head over to third. Not too big of a deal, though, for the American League because, once again, the lead run doesn't matter. It's all about that runner at first.
Yeah, and he did not move up on the errant throw. So what a play there by Starling. I guess he just he might have heard us talking a little bit and decided he had to do something a little extra to put his name out there some more.
Well, I will say we don't allow the same guy to get the player of the game and the defensive player of the game. So although I love the effort, you're not going to get it at this point because we're not going to give you both awards.
Yeah, what a play there in the outfield, though.
This one is ground. Oh, off the face of the third baseman there. And so that's going to be an infield single. Tough play as it one hopped off the lip of that grass. And I believe it caught, if I'm not mistaken, that is Reisner. Indeed it is. And so they're going to go check on him there. We're going to take a quick commercial break while he gets checked out. But that does bring a run home. There'll be runners on first and second in a 2-1 ball game when we come back after this break on Pulaski Citizen Live.
If you're looking for a new job, let M&M Staffing be your guide. With over 20 years of experience, we know how to connect great people with great opportunities. We work with over 80 companies, so we're sure to find the perfect job for you. Our team is dedicated to helping you succeed, and our high customer satisfaction rate proves it. Ready to get started? Visit us at mnmstaffing.net or give us a call today at 931-347-4255.
The Natural Gas Department of Pulaski is here to help you save money. Natural gas is safe, efficient, and cost-effective. It's up to 50 to 60% less expensive than electricity for home heating. Plus, it's clean and efficient, so you can feel good about your choice. Call us today for service or visit our website to learn more. Make the switch to natural gas and start saving today.
And we're back here. Good to see Reisner able to get off the field under his own weight there as he jogs off. And so really just a tough play there as the lip of the grass caused kind of an errant bounce and catches him there. But looks like he's going to be okay, shaking up more than anything. We'll see if we get any defensive changes here, depending on as they're going to let Blaylock throw out a couple warm-ups. But as is, a pressure cooker moment here. 2-1 ball game, tying run on second, go ahead run on first, and 2 down here in the 6th inning. Make or break time. If Blaylock gets an out here, American League are the World Series champions here in the All-Star Classic. If he's unable to get the out, though, suddenly National League may tie the game, may even take the lead here in the final inning of regulation.
Yeah, and look what we have up to hit, the home run derby winner. So
yeah.
What a spot to be getting a chance right here.
And if I'm not mistaken, let me ask Daniel real quick. Is he the only one who's hit a home run this series, Stout? Yeah, and Stout actually the only one who's hit a home run this series. I thought that was right, but like I said, it wasn't like last year. Last year, I think there were like 12-plus home runs in the series. It has not been that way this year. Stout fouls that first one off, so big moment here. 2 down, 0-1 count. Blaylock versus Stout, 2 runners on base.
Yeah, some speed on the base paths too.
If they hit one of the outfield gap, they might even potentially score 2 runs here and take the lead. Stout fouls this one off, so Blaylock does get way ahead 0-2. If you're Blaylock and the pitching coach here, what do you call?
Oh, you got something to play with here. You got to throw one up. I throw one up a little bit high. Not high enough where he can get a good barrel through it, though. You want one pretty high, neck level. Because if you leave one up, some guys can hit those. He went right at him, though. I like it.
Grounded foul.
But you got a couple pitches to play with, though. Maybe throw a little off speed here now after that.
0-2.
Yep.
First ball of the at-bat, 1-2 is your count.
There was the up high one. Now you come back with the curveball here.
For those just tuning in, this is the All-Star Classic. As
Ooh.
that one's high over the head there, ducking under it is Stout. Brought to you, of course, our title sponsor, Haney Realty and Property Management. Big shout out to Daniel Haney and the fine folks over there. Your best friend in real estate. 3-2 count. So runners will be off here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners on first and second. What happens here? And that's going to be a walk. So that will load the bases. Nowhere to put them here for Blaylock and the American League. Looks like we're going to get a quick conversation on the mound here. And we'll go ahead and take a 30-second break for that mound visit. Back in 30 seconds here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Southern Tennessee Regional Health System. Pulaski is here to help you be well. Our mission is to make our community healthier, and we're your community hospital. We're committed to providing trusted care when you need it most. From wellness checks to emergencies, we're here for you and your family. Visit us today at southerntennessee.com or call 931-363-7531.
And we're back here. Blaylock will indeed stay out there. And that will bring up Ryan Benton. By far the most important bat of this game and probably the series overall. Can the American League win it here? That one's going to be strike 2, 0-2 count, 2 outs. Bases juiced, 2 down here in the final inning of regulation. This one grounded. The third, and now get under his glove. That will score 1 run, and it will score 2. And the errant throw there, that might score a third. They're going to fire home. Ooh, and good job there by Lee to get it back into Haney quickly. That keeps it at just 2 runs scored. But just like that, National League has breathed life back into the series. 3-2, they lead it. Heading with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning.
Yeah, what a hit right there. I don't even think we can call that an error. It was a good little hit.
I agree.
A lot of speed on that ball coming out off the bat.
So, of course, Edwards had scored previously, and that one will score Garcia and Edwards. Well, Nate Edwards and then Ty Edwards. So both Edwards, you know what I'm talking about.
Both Edwards getting in there.
So Dooley now up, trying to add to that lead. Runners on second and third. If he could have a 2 RBI base hit here, suddenly you blow the game wide open, and you're looking at game 2 here tonight most likely.
Yeah, he hits this right here. It'd be, even if he gets the ball in play, it scores a run. If he's able to get through it.
I will say of note, though.
Up.
As it's going to be a tough play, but, yep, Stout has to go back to third. Of note as well, remember, Edwards gets to throw 4 pitches in the next inning, but we're almost assuredly going to have another PES energized pitching change unless he gets 3 outs and 4 pitches.
Yeah, which would be absolutely crazy right here with how all these batters are working these pitchers tonight.
Dooley.
There it is.
Puts a good one there. And indeed, that's going to score one. Oh, and it gets under the glove of the outfielder. I'm still going to call that a 2 RBI hit because I'm pretty sure in that situation, even if it doesn't get under the glove, as the ball is thrown away once again, runner hits all the way to third. Still going to go ahead and give 2 RBIs there because I think they were sending that runner regardless there for the 2-run single / getting to second on the error.
Yeah, he got all the way to third on that on the error. So
yeah,
he made a big play there. Big play from Dooley.
So 5-2 now. That one low, 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. And of course, scoring there was Stout and Benton. Suddenly, I'm coloring in a lot more on my score sheet this inning than I have the rest of the game.
Yeah, we've gotten busy with the score sheets for sure.
As it was 2-0 heading to the 6th, but now 5-2, the National League has taken the lead. That was another Winterburn and Associates hit, by the way. 2 straight Winterburn and Associates hits there. Sorry, we're doing my stat keeping there. I've been having trouble keeping up. And that'll be Wells at the plate. So 3-1 count. This one, a line shot. Oh, going to get under the glove of the shortstop Richardson. They're going to fire home. And that one just too high will be an RBI single from Wells, and then he'll move to second on the throw home.
Yeah, the bats came alive for the National League here tonight, haven't they?
Unquestionably. I'll tell you, you talk about the fact they had no hits through 5 innings, and that was another Winterburn and Associates base hit. They've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Winterburn and Associates hits in this 6th inning.
Yep, I've got 5 too. So
save the best for last.
Yeah, they saved it. Like you said, you can wait to score in the 6th if you want to.
Ooh, this is going to be a slow roller. This is going to be tough to throw him out here, but a great play there by Richardson, the shortstop. And so they do get out of the inning, but not before allowing 6 runs to the National League, who have breathed new life into this game and the series. As we head to the bottom of the 6th inning, can the American League answer, or will we see Game 2 here tonight? We'll be back after a 1-minute timeout here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
Whether you need to finance home improvements or a last-minute vacation, we can help. We offer everything from consumer loans to home equity line of credit, so you can choose the option that best meets your needs. Sit down and talk with one of our loan officers today. Give us a call at 931-424-3008 or stop by and see us. The Bank of Frank Ewan is ready to serve you. We are a member, FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Haney Financial Solutions is a New York Life company. We're for the people who put their love into action. Backed by over 175 years of experience, New York Life companies like Haney Financial Solutions have been helping people just like you protect what matters most. So go ahead and make a difference in the world. Visit NewYorkLife.com or call us today at 931-363-6490. Haney Financial Solutions. We're here to help.
And we're back here for the bottom of the 6th inning. You're watching the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic, brought to you by title sponsor Haney Realty and Property Management. As what a game it has been. Hunter Starling throws 5 no-hits inning, has his team in position to win it, leading 2-0 in the 6th. But then the National League bats come alive. They knock 5 Winterburn and Associates base hits, including a 2 RBI base hit by Ryan Benton, and then another 2 RBI base hit by Rhett Dooley.
Yeah, the bats came alive. You kind of want them to come alive a little bit earlier, but hey, when they come in clutch right there, you will take it. Anytime it comes like that. Coming up to bat is Hunter Starling here to lead off the inning. So maybe he can try to will his team a little bit more back into this game again.
And like we said before, it's not about getting a home run here necessarily. You're just trying to get on base and keep this game alive, and also probably try to chase Ty Edwards from the game if you can force him to throw 4 pitches here.
Yep. First pitch starts with a ball.
He's at 82 now. That one outside, 2-0 count. So far, Starling doing a good job of making sure this is Edwards' last batter.
Yeah, yes, he is.
If he watches this one go by, indeed it will be. And he does. So next one will be the 85th pitch. Edwards will see his day come to an end, but he's in line for the win with a 3-0 count to Starling. Throws it in there for a strike. And the number one thing you want for Edwards here, if you're the National League, is throw strikes. This guy can't hurt you. It's about to say a home run means very little. This one means a line drive to the wall. So that is going to be a leadoff double. But the American League, it's a great way to start, but they're going to need more after that Winterburn and Associates base hit via the double for Starling.
Yeah, gonna need some people to follow him up, but that does end to the end of the night for Stout there. Nice little drive all the way to the wall there by Starling.
So Edwards indeed does end his night with 5 innings of work, still in line for the win. He is responsible for the runner at second, but has only given up 2 runs and won't give up more than 3 by the end of the night, depending on what happens to that runner. And so we will see a PES energized pitching change. And coming into the game, it's hard to see that number there.
Is that Estrada?
I believe it is.
It is Estrada.
It is Estrada, yes. So Estrada will come in. Yeah, the interesting thing about this is, and Daniel Haney helping us out here, always been helping us out all week long, not only as the title sponsor, but our statistician and pitching guru here. An important point is if you throw someone in game 1, this isn't like high school baseball where you can throw up to the number of pitches in a day, even if it's a doubleheader. If you pitch game 1, can't pitch in game 2.
Yep, then you're
and
done.
So that's kind of, I think, what the American League was thinking too there is, potentially you want to bring in Chapman, who was electric, his only visit this week. But if you throw him and then you lose, suddenly who are you going to start game 2? And so, I think that's probably why they made that decision. And that's the same thing with the National League is Estrada is a good pitcher. Is he the best one that you want to throw in this situation? Maybe not, but at the same time, you don't want to burn whoever you potentially are playing to start game 2.
Yeah, whoever you got coming in next game, got to save them.
So 6-2 is your score. We'll go ahead and take a 30-second break here. You're watching the Giles County Little League All-Star Classic here on Pulaski Citizen Live.
My name is Hagen Haney. I'm 12 years old and I play baseball at Giles County Little League. I play the position of catcher. I love when runners try and steal on me. It usually doesn't go well for them. Here at Haney Realty and Property Management, we are proud to be the title sponsor for the 2024 Giles County All-Star Tournament. Our agents love listing and selling houses, and they are here to help you find the home of your dreams. You can find us at 109 South 1st Street and give us a call at 931-347-9150. Haney Realty and Property Management, we are your best friends in real estate.
So National League now leads at 6-2 after a 6-run rally in the 6th inning, trying to force a game 2 tonight, which would be a game 5 for the series. It's a 7-game series, best of 7. And if they win both games tonight, we would go ahead and play 1 or 2 more tomorrow. But Estrada will head into the ball game on the mound in place of Ty Edwards, who had a great day on the mound. But I'll tell you, this has just been some great baseball we've gotten to see here today, Trent.
Yeah, we saw a pitching just dominance here from Stripling to start the game off and then swap it out. And then you see once the pitcher change happens, then you have the bats come alive for the National League. It's amazing to see how it does just with switching, switching sides with the ball. You have the left-handed in Stripling and the right-handed in Maddox and switching little things like that and just how quickly things can change in a baseball game.
So once again, that was a PES energized pitching change as Estrada enters for Edwards. Hagen Haney, who already has an RBI base hit here tonight, going to try to make it another. But of course, it's not just about what happens right now at the plate for the American League because you don't even have the tying run in the on-deck circle yet. He's still in the dugout. So there's a lot more work that they need to do here with no outs and a runner on second if they're going to tie this one up or potentially walk it off here in the 6th inning.
Yeah, you can't score 4 runs with 1 ball here. So a lot of guys have to come up and step up to their part to be able to move forward in this comeback here in the end of the game.
1-1 count now. Of course, Starling standing on second after that Winterburn and Associates double to the wall. 1-1. This one fouled down the first base line. We'll set back up 1-2. Been a little while since we've seen a McDonald strikeout after we saw, I believe, a combined 20 among the starting pitchers here tonight.
Yeah, the strikeouts were abundant early.
Foul this one off. So Haney lives to see another pitch, staying alive. Dawson Lee in the on-deck circle. This is probably the part of the lineup that you want at the plate if you're the American League, if you're trying to come back. But still a lot of work to do here with a 1-2 count. Inside nearly clips Haney, 2-2.
Runner at second, kind of getting on the pitcher and catcher's head a little bit with a big lead there.
Well, you got to tell them if you're the coaching staff is, hey, that guy could not matter less to our chance of winning this ballgame. Ooh, chasing high there is Haney. That's going to be a McDonald's strikeout for Estrada. So Estrada does a good job there getting the first out. Needs 2 more to force a game 5 here tonight. That'll bring up Dawson Lee, one of the big bats for the American League. That one's going to be inside, ball 1. One 0 count, 1 out. Swing and a miss there for Lee, 1-1. Like I said, obviously we have no rooting interest, but I almost kind of do want the National League to find a way to win this one and maybe the next one tonight because I want to see more baseball tonight. I want to see this go to Friday.
Yeah, get to Friday. That's the big question. A little high pop up out to center field.
Oh, that out is not made. That's going to be an E. Well, I don't even know what to call it. It's not technically an E8 because, of course, you as now caught in a rundown is Starling. Starling heads back, and that's going to allow him to,
no score.
Yeah,
there.
he's going to sit around there for a moment, but he's finally going to go back to third. So now 2 runners in scoring position, still just 1 out. You know, normally you call it an E8, but technically you have 2 center fielders, and so I guess that's an E9.
Yeah, I guess.
Slash E8.5.
Put an E8R for the right side of the field. Runners now at second and third. Still not able to change things with one swing here. You got to find your way on base here.
Yeah, need at least 1 more on base, but then suddenly you're talking about getting your tying run. And headed home is Starling as they threw it back down, and it just got away from the pitcher. And so, like I said, that run really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, but that is another run there for the American League, bringing it back within 6-3. As Starling comes home, Lee heads over to third. That is Richardson at the plate. And I believe that's Reisner in the on-deck circle. If I'm not mistaken, that is him, and that would mean that he came back into the game after getting hit there in the mouth. So good to see if so. This one a pop up and a pop out to shortstop. Edwards makes the secure play for out number 2. So just 1 out away now from a forced game tonight, 6-3, a runner on third, but the American League needs more. Reisner steps to the dish. This one fouled off. And you feel for Estrada because he's looking pretty strong here.
Yeah.
You know, if it wasn't for a couple errors, might already be out of this inning. But he doesn't get to pitch anymore tonight after this inning potentially. So he's not available for game 2.
He stepped up and did what he was needed to do.
In there for a strike, looking 0-2 count. So Estrada 1 strike away from getting out of this one and forcing game 5. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from Estrada. Ooh, fouled off. Reisner stays alive.
And way to battle there from Reisner.
Oh, 2 count, 2 outs. We'll set back up. Here's the pitch from Estrada. Low and away. One, 2. This one popped up. Good job by Reisner fighting it off and staying alive in this at bat. Not making it easy for Estrada.
And not letting Estrada win the battle here. Reisner shortened that swing, just throwing the hands of the ball. Trying to still wait for his pitch to hit.
So we'll set back up 1 and 2. 2 down. A runner at third. National League leads it 6-3, trying to close this one out. after a blown save in the top half of the inning. Led to 6 runs and a potential first National League victory of the series.
And the bats came alive for the National League, top of the 6th.
1-2. This one is high. 2-2. They've turned on the lights now, and so getting ready for that potential Game 5 later on. This one high as well, 3-2. Like we said, I think in this moment, what you want to do is you want to throw a strike here, no matter what happens, because this guy at the plate can't hurt you. It's only the guy in the on-deck circle who potentially is a real danger.
Yeah, this is pitch to contact right here.
Yeah, don't give him a free base. This one grounded down the third baseline. Going to be a long throw, but he makes it. And so that will do it. As 6-3 is your ball game. National League wins it and stays alive 3-1. The American League still leads the series, but that means we will have the second game of tonight's doubleheader. And so thanks again to Haney Realty and Property Management, our title sponsor. And now let's go ahead and give out some post-game awards. I want to go ahead and say that, it's so strange to give a player on the losing team your McDonald's player of the game, but I just don't know how you could keep from giving it to Starling. 5 no-hit innings with 11 strikeouts, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, you've got to give it to Starling there, even though he's on the losing team here. He just had a dominant pitching performance and scored one of the runs, had an RBI. The guy did it all, made a great play in the outfield. He had an overall great game tonight.
Yeah, and he was 2 for 3 at the plate, like you were saying there. And so, he probably was his team's best offensive player as well. Defensively, it's so tough, but I definitely want to give it to a player for the National League. And as a result, I'm kind of thinking one of the guys who's going to be a future Bobcat. Yeah. Are you kind of in the same thought process there with me?
Slowly moving that way. You go ahead and say your name, because I had a couple guys, don't want to just yell them all out.
I'm feeling Rhett Dooley.
I was thinking Rhett Dooley. I didn't want to go and, start tooting my own horn with saying something about him.
Go ahead.
But Dooley made 5 nice plays in the field, even moving out to the outfield when he was called upon to do so, making a play in the outfield. The kid had a great night out here. Solid night at the plate, too. I know we're talking defensively, but no errors on third base, had 2 infield hits, but other than that, he had 5 putouts. The kid made every play hit to him, and he looked like he's going to have a nice future on the diamond, especially for me in the next couple of years.
Hey, glad to hear it. A defensive player of the game brought to you by Pulaski Natural Gas is Rhett Dooley. Your overall player of the game brought to you by McDonald's is Hunter Starling. But more baseball on tap for you here tonight. So once again, want to thank all of the sponsors who made this possible. Our in-game sponsors this year for the Little League All-Star Classic were Haney Realty and Property Management, PES Energize, Winterburn and Associates, Tennessee Crossroads Realty, Pulaski Natural Gas, McDonald's, First Realty Group, Bank of Frank Ewing, and STRHS Pulaski, and our Pulaski Citizen Live sports coverage sponsors who have been year-round with us, have been here all year long through our fall sports, our winter sports, our spring sports, and even into the summer. Those are First Realty Group, Bank of Frank Ewing, Haney Realty and Property Management, Haney Financial Services, M&M Staffing, Pulaski Natural Gas, and STRHS of Pulaski. So once again, thanks to all of those. We're going to go ahead and take a timeout, and we'll be back with Game 2. But the National League wins it 6-3, and they push this series to a Game 5 here, which will happen in about 15 or 20 minutes. So thanks again to Trent Maxwell. Thanks again to Scott Stewart and Chandler Harmon for producing us. But for Trent Maxwell, I'm Mark Mize saying for the moment, so long, and see you for Game 5 here on Pulaski Citizen Live.